And welcome back to another episode of Shadowrun. This is the 6th or 7th episode. Um, we've helped Isobel. She got the encryption key to decrypt locked memories of the walled city, which is going to help us in the long run. Now we're going to go kidnap someone, I believe. So we're going to take care of that. And let's go ahead and begin. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys are enjoying your week. Like, subscribe, share, ring that bell whether you're watching now or later. Fun stuff. Let's go. Alright, we're here. We're to talk to people. May take a little while we converse, but we, just build up on the lore. You did good back there. The run went well. We got this stick, the key to my own memories. All I have to do now is slot it. Yeah, of course I got thoughts it was my run, right? And thank you for coming with me. Okay. I don't know if I call it that, but we've got what we came from, so that's something. Anything else you wanted to know? You haven't unlocked your own memories yet. No, not yet. I mean, I can. It'll be as simple as plugging myself in and tapping a key. My own memories are all mine if I want them. That's about the shape of it. I'm feeling hesitant about it. It isn't easy, Shifting organic memories into hardware software, wiping the originals, and locking them away for safekeeping. That's corporate level mind sculpting. Serious business. Very important. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have let an amateur tinker with my brain in the corner of a derelict chopping mall. Whatever I got up here, I was desperate to get rid of it. Makes a girl wonder why. Yes, I know. That doesn't mean that I'm thrilled to be in this position. Look, I'm going to do this. I have to, for the good of the team. I know that there could be something locked away in stories that could help us. That's why I suggested the run in this first place. I'm just dragging my feet a little bit because I'm afraid. Acknowledge your fears and move on. Good stuff. I just needed to talk through it with someone, not garbage. Someone who could take the situation seriously. I needed to talk it through with you. That's what I'm here for. Is that another word? She pulls a cable from the pile on the floor and slots into her data jack. The other end disappears until one of the octopus's many brains. Her fingers fly across the octopus keyboard, rattling of a series of audible clicks. Finally, her thumb hovers over the execute key. Alright, well, Phoenix, wish me luck. Click. No, 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 no. Oh, flick. Thanks for the tip, and I'm not backing down. It's almost done. This is nice as a giveaway. It's shivering. Now I remember why I didn't want these memories. That's an understatement. This isn't okay, not at all. I can't remember things that happened to friends of mine, to relatives, things that I watch happen. No. Yes, I can, but this is harder than you think. These memories are crystal clear. It's like all of this happened yesterday. I can remember watching friends die, and I can see their screaming faces just as clearly as I did the day that it happened. It's like watching a treat show, but it's my life, and it's real. I think so, yes. It'll take time for me to sift through all this. I'll hold on to these memories for as long as I can. Hopefully long enough to reveal something useful. No promises beyond that, though. I always do. She does. Isabel's cool. I like Isabel. I like Isabel. One thing that does jump out at me, Rumbo's archived some software up here. It's sitting on top of the memories, all wrapped up like a present. Don't know why he did it, but it looks like a combat package. My interest is officially peaked. It's interesting, yeah, I've gotta have to study it to know what it does for sure. It looks like some sort of basic attack modification. I think that maybe I can use it. Yeah, it's all very exciting, but for now, just give me some space, okay? Like I said, it's gonna take time for me to make sense of this stuff. Good, go now. Okay. Alright, it's gotta be tough for her remembering all of that by force, too. We're going to this guy, kidnap Roaster Low. After Roaster Low, we should do that so we can take Ractor with us. But for now, let's kidnap someone. Let's talk to Gobet. Hey, pal. Are you ready for your next lesson? Absolutely. Hit me with it. Straight to business. I like that. Good. This one is about people like Auntie Cheng and why we need them. There will be a Q&A session after the story, but I want you to listen. It's important. I'm all ears. Alright, so here's the up and front lesson. Fixes are important. You can't just go to a Johnson yourself and get a job. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. It's a bad idea all around. No, Seattle, not for no reason. Auntie Cheng and people like her serve a purpose. You get a job from her, and you can trust that she's vetted the client. That's important. He protects the whole team, which makes sense. These people specialize in talking to the people, making the contacts, getting the trust going, all the details. Shadowrunners have their job. They do the dirty work. Either clean up, wet works, you name it. That's it. You remember the lesson from last time, the one about Sui, the shiny object? Yeah. Well, after the run was over, we went back to the sinking ship for some R&R. Sui has told us that the client would be sending a boat to collect the shiny object in the morning. All that we had to do was keep the thing safe until the handoff. We were in a celebratory mood. We've killed an evil wizard and stolen a priceless artifact. A good night's work by anyone's standards. Hono and Egret got good at drunk in record time. Sui went back to his cabin with a shiny object to, I don't know, stare at it for a while or something. I retired to my cabin and crashed out. It's been a long night. I remember walking up to sounds. Yelling maybe? I was groggy and they were far away. I couldn't quite make them out. The clock said 4:30 a.m. People were always partying on the raft, playing loud music, shooting off fireworks, that kind of thing. So loud noises early in the morning weren't unusual, but something felt off somehow. Yeah, it looked like a panic attack, really. That full body, certainly that something is wrong. Certainty. So I got up to investigate. If something was wrong, I wanted to know, and if it wasn't, I figured that I might as well get in on the party. I stepped out into the hallway and my foot slipped. I came down hard, landed on my butt, and found myself sitting in a blood pool full of blood. No, it was pretty bad. So it was pretty obvious by this point that something had gone horrible wrong. I first thought that was the shiny object might have, I don't know, unleashed something. After what I saw it do in that warehouse, I wouldn't have been surprised. I shook that off pretty quickly, though. I knew what this was. Our client was playing with us. He'd hired us to steal the thing, and rather than paying us to do the job, he'd send another team to take it away. Sure, I get that. It is some scary in the warehouse, but it also been sitting dormant for a long time before Sue and I stole it. Anyway, I got up and brushed myself up and then beelined for Malvina's cabin. She was the closest thing that the sinking ship had to a leader and the strongest rat shaman on the raft. Yeah, it seemed like the right thing at the time. If there was a retrieval team coming for the shiny object and they were strong enough to handle Sui while he was doing it, using the orb, I guess, what chance would I have of stopping them on my own? I figured that it was the time to bring up the big guns. Malvina was the one whom I could get them from. I passed some pretty bad stuff on the way down to Malvina's cabin. It was old man Chuang's vault all over again. Torn out bodies, blood-sick floor. I saw people who'd been cut apart with machetes. Score marks on the container walls. Deep down in the pit of my gut, I could feel the thrumming vibration of the shiny object. That heartbeat feeling that I had in the warehouse, it was back and stronger than ever. Wherever that rug was, it was awake. Yes, I burst through the door all ready to spread the news, and someone smashed a gun to my face. It was Catmud, my friend. He jammed the muzzle of the super warhawk into my cheek so hard it hurt, and he grabbed me by the belt with his other hand. I wasn't going anywhere. Just over his shoulder I saw Malvina. She didn't look amused. Yeah, only it wasn't an attack. Our client had nothing to do with it. Turns out there was no client. Sui has lied to us, and by helping to stealing the shiny object, I'd unwittingly given him what he needed to foment a mutiny. As it turned out, betrayal hurt, Seattle. Malvina felt it, and I felt it too. Sui had been a friend. I just risked my life to save his, like 4 hours ago, and he tricked me into helping him to do something unthinkable. No, what did you do? What could I do? I didn't have a whole lot of options, and Cadmus was kind of on edge, like red faced and screaming. So I opened my mouth, and I fast talked my way out of it. I started out by doubling down on my loyalty to Malvina, Cadman, and the status quo on the sinking ship. Swearing my undying friendship. You know the drill. I did a good job of it, but they still looked a little iffy. Iffy with a warg hack is bad. So I volunteered to prove myself by stealing the shiny object back from Sui. That was the idea, yeah. I mean, I didn't have a choice. I inadvertently helped to arm the bastard who was tearing our friends and neighbors apart. I don't think I could have cleared my name without taking his weapon away again. It was a hell of a night. I don't want to get into too many of the gory details. Friends died. Hell, friends killed each other. It was brother against brother, all of that jazz. And Sui's indiscriminate use of the shiny object led a lot of things into this world that shouldn't have been. Yeah, I wish I hadn't, but I did. I don't really know how to describe the things. They were like animals, but wrong. Too many tails, bones in the wrong places, and you open source. That kind of thing. They were mere spirits manifested in physical storm, I think. Most of them took the form of rats, swarms of insects, rotten things. All of the old pestilent tropes. Sometimes they were colonies of things, all tangled together and moving as one. Not the sort of thing that I want to see again. So anyways, long story short, I got the shiny object back from Sui. It wasn't easy, but I got it. You want to elaborate on that? Not really. I used lies and misdirection, trickily. Rat helped. Some of the things that Sui let loose actually came in handy. Funny enough, hit someone so many of them that he couldn't hope to control them all. And that gave me an opening to use them to my advantage. I was able to steer some of Sui's followers into a pack of the damn things. It worked. Wasn't pretty though. I managed to trick my way past Sui's supporters and the astral menagerie that hit someone. Wasn't easy, but I did it. Then I stole this shiny optic. And always right with the world. And yeah, I'm intentionally glossing over the details. I had to do some things that I'm not proud of, and people died because of it. But I got the darn thing, and I got it back to Malvina. Long story short, Malvina put the shiny optic to better use than Sui ever did. She took the thing like she's grown up using it. We still lost dozens of people, but Sui's side lost more. Cadmus was critically wounded, but he pulled through. After the skirmish, Malvina held an assembly. She told everybody that there'd be new rules for life on the raft. Anyone who refused to follow them could leave. And if you broke them, you were done. The rules of the sea and all that. After the pronouncement, she turned on to the surviving mutineers. Hono was one of them. He'd been on Sui's plan the whole time. She didn't kill him, but she did exile them from the sinking ship. And for people in our economic bracket, that was a good as one-way trip to the walled city. I've been willing to bet that they're all dead by now. In the wake of Malvina's ultimatum, 5 survivors left the sinking ship. I was one of them. I had to go. We may have watched the blood of the decks, but the energy of the sinking ship had changed. It wasn't the carefree haven that I loved anymore. And as sensible as Malvina rules were, I wasn't up to living under them. We parted on good but sad terms, and as you'd expect, we drifted apart over the years. It's funny. I hadn't even thought of Malvina or the sinking ship in years, not until I decided to teach you your previous lesson, and it all came flooding back in. That's the story, it's finished, but I want to circle back on the lesson that I gave you up front because it's important. We need Auntie Chang to bring us work, that's obvious, but we also need her to keep us honest, to be sure that we, on the team, are playing straight with one another. Auntie Chang's reputation rides on the legitimacy of the jobs that she brings us, and that, more than anything, is why we need her. If we didn't have Auntie Change or someone like her, we'd eventually tear ourselves apart. It happened on the sinking ship. It could happen again in Hilly. So anyway, that's the lesson. If you got follow-up questions, ask them. And Sui, what happened to him? The walking colostomy bag was already dead, eaten by his own monsters after I took the shiny optic away. Turns out he wasn't much good at controlling them without it. He didn't even live long enough to watch his mutiny fail. Well, first she used it to get rid of the things that Sui had let loose, then she put it away for safekeeping. It's probably still there on the sinking ship. It's conduit in some shrine or other, held on the lock and key. I'd have preferred if she ditched the thing, but in the end it wasn't my choice to make. From what I've heard, she's still in power over there, so I guess it worked out that way. Sure, and Seattle, thanks for listening. These lessons are for your benefit, but I think that they help me too. And it's nice to be taken seriously every now and then. No problem, Gobbet. I look forward to the next one. Yeah, me too. I gotta move on. I've got Gobbet things to do. What are Gobbet things? Oh, hey, Seattle, caught me in a bad time. I'm just making dinner. I've been watching the struggle. It looks like a duck is winning. Huh? Oh, it isn't winning. It's just being stubborn. I'm not get fit. Don't you worry. Crunch. Oh, this be the easier with a bigger pot. I had to watch it first though. And to do that, I'd have to find it. Anyway, you want something? I'm up for my elbows. It's weird. Ever since our last lesson, I felt I don't know, preoccupied with the sinking ship. I don't really do the whole haunted by the demons of my past things. I mean, that's fine for some people, but I'm allergic to drama. Generally, when the thought of the past gets me down, I remind myself that it doesn't matter, laugh it off, and go have a snack. But this, I don't know, it's weird. Ever since our last lesson, I haven't been able to get the sinking ship out of my mind. I guess I'm just worried about cat and mouse, which is weird because why would I be? I mean, I haven't even spoken to them in a year. Hell, if anything, they should be worried about me. I'm the one who gets the shot. Who gets shot at for a living. Maybe we should go check it out. That mission is pretty cool too. No, I don't want that. At least not without a good reason. It'll be awkward, and I'm sure that is nothing anyways. Actually, check that. I know what this is. It's my own personal version of the same thing that we're all feeling. The psychic sewage that's being dredged up in all of us by whatever's happening in the wall city. I'm sure that you've had some pleasurable memories from the Barrens in your dreams, right? Images from your past come back to haunt you. But you aren't going to drop everything and go running back there because that would be dumb. So tell me, why should I? Because the sinking ship is like 15 minutes from here and it couldn't hurt to check. Look, I don't want to go back there if I don't have to. If thinking about the place is enough to mess me like this, I don't want to know what being there will do. But I'll tell you what. I'll drop Malvina a line just to check in. Make sure that this is a me problem, not a them problem. And if there is something going on, I promise you'll be the first to know. It is. Now, thanks, Govit. Everything will be fine, you see. If there is anything fishy happening on the sinking ship, UNS will be the first one to know, I promise. Good talks. Good talks. That's another mission we'll unlock. Fun one. What's my boy doing here? Duncan, what's up, my man? Let's see. Not in the mood to talk right now. I gotta wrap my brain around this Edward Sank shit. Not right now, Asuka. I don't want to talk about our last run, or the Wall City, or the trials. I just gonna think. 16 years, we lived with him 16 years, and we never knew the man. 16 mother flipping years. Talk to you later. Okay, dude. That's fine. I'll let you be. That's all good. It happens. Let's talk to Mr. Zombie Boy. I like him too, because he's cool. He's very disciplined. Hello, Wild Phoenix. Pardon me for continuing my exercises. I feel that I have been letting them slip of late. No, that's not quite it. Rather, I wish to learn to bring my hand strength and speed to bear. In order to do so, I must ensure that my blindness does not hinder me. Perfection is a journey, not a destination. You see that edge? Forged by one of the finest swordsmiths in modern Japan. Diamond-coated edge, capable of cutting you the most hardened ceramic armors. But what good is a sharpened edge without the precision to apply it? True. When I was still a man, I could have cut a single pea in half with my eyes closed. Oddly, after becoming blind, I cannot replicate this feat. I think soon I will be able to perform this feat again. I simply have to train my body to ignore the senses that it no longer has and pay attention to the new ones. Now, what is it that you would like to discuss? I'm not certain what insight I could grant you. I was not present on that mission, so my understanding of it is purely secondhand. Okay. It's not the easiest thing I have attempted, but neither it is the hardest. Emptiness is form. It's one of the great lessons of the Hagakure. Train sufficiently, and both swordsmanship and obedience will come instinctively. That is the closest perfection a man can attain. If an order should be unjust or foolish, it should not be followed. To waste a skilled warrior as they would have by killing me, it is unacceptable. Obedience without a thought is to be cultivated, but so is the moral fortitude to know when to disagree. And I agree on that one. When I was new to the unit, I thought that to be a good samurai was the ultimate goal. That to serve justly with dedication was the greatest honor a warrior could have. We're all young and foolish once, I suppose. Certainly. Those that join the Red Samurai are universally the sort of seek a rigid hierarchy to live within. If I had not become infected, I never would have questioned it. As it was, I still did not question it until my unit ambushed me in Fukuoka. We were taught that we were superiors to everyone, that since we were pure humans and Japanese, we would always win. I believe that most never questioned the validity of this claim, even when confronted with direct evidence to the contrary. Very well. My time in Fukuoka was tense. Since leaving Keihanshin, I have been careful to stay out of sight by moving on foot or in the back of an automated delivery van. I was running out of food, however, and needed to be in a city for that. Fukuoka is just big enough to get lost in, but not so large that a ghoul sighting could go unnoticed. I hid in abandoned buildings and storm drainage systems, and for 2 weeks I managed to stay hidden. The strain of having to constantly move was wearing on me, however. I've made a mistake. I had to get out of Japan, but all my contacts in Fukuoka had come up empty-handed when I asked for a way to China. I was running low on money and I could feel the team catching up with me. A contact of mine in Kumamoto owed me a favor and arranged passage for me if I could reach the city in 48 hours. If I had taken my time, I could have made it to Kumamoto without incident, but I let caution slip when I got this email. I thought that if I disguised myself, I could take the train there, get out before my unit got any closer to finding me. I still don't know how they found me, magical tracking perhaps, or simply a well-developed spy network. Regardless, they found me. They were waiting for me at Hakata Station. It was an ambush. It is. I suspect the orders were clear, however. Do whatever it takes to kill me. Civilians expendable. For units like Red Samurai, ordinary laws do not apply. The mission's success is the only concern. I had taken steps to disguise myself as best as I could, relying on sheer number of people to conceal my presence. I suspected that the team might attack while I was in public, but I did not realize just how expendable the civilians were. When they blew the C4 charges over the station's western entrance just to box me in, I realized how much I had underestimated them. I assumed that the train had derailed, honestly, but then I smelled the telltale acrid vapor of the explosive. Once you smell it, you never forget. The plastic explosives that we used had a particularly sharp odor like old cheese. Something to do with an olfactory tagant added to help track. Something to do with an olfactory tagant added to help track if it's stolen. Yeah. I remember stumbling through the dust and debris, trying to find my way to the rail platforms. They attacked from all sides, using the confusion to strike at once. I could hear Ishida and Takagawa behind me. Aomori and Sasaki charged out of an access corridor just ahead of where I had been standing. Sasaki threw a firewall down behind me, cutting off retreat while Aomori started firing. One of the worst, confined space, facing a mage and a heavy gunner. Those are losing odds, even if the attackers are ordinary mercenaries. I did the only thing I could think of. I charged Aomori and Sasaki. They were only 15 meters away from me. The only advantage I had was that they were as blinded by the dust as I was, but I could still hear and smell them. Sasaki threw a lightning bolt at me, but I managed to roll under it. As I came up, Aomori's light machine gun was swiveling down. I felt time straight out as I stared down the barrel. I caught Aomori in the throat with the tip of my sword. It was a maneuver I practiced hundreds of times before. There was no resistance as I cut through his trachea, and he fell as I rolled to the side. I could hear him choking for breath as he dropped. Gaishu exhales a humorless laugh and shakes his head. It is strange to think how clear that memory is even now. Certainly that is true, but I remember that strike so clearly for an entirely different reason. It was in that strike that I realized who I truly was. What did it mean that I, an infected monster that was less than a beast, could still defeat the finest soldiers in the world? Red Samurai Doctrine taught Amori and the others not to fear me, and this overconfidence will be their death. I realized that I progressed beyond their ability to understand. My sword was as accurate as ever, but they could not account for it due to ideological blindness. Precisely. Ideology. All those years, I was worried I was not good enough to be a member of the Red Samurai. That somehow they had been pulling my weight. But I had been blind to all the ways in which we were not training, or had avoided the harsh truth about our own abilities. We were so often told of our own excellence that I wonder if we had ever truly been tested. Sasaki was the next to fall. As I turned away from Aomori, I realized she might have seen me strike him. Her eyes were wide, and I could feel her fear and anger as she tried to summon another spell. She seemed caught between healing Aomori and attacking me. I was there, on Sasaki. A downward stroke from a Jodan stance. She had hesitated just as Aomori had. I felt the breath go out of her, like someone had deflated a tire. She just slid down into a pile. I think she was trying to ask me how, when I ran. My goal was survival, not victory. Takagawa was too far away and I did not see Ichida. I only smelled it, so I ran. The train had been shut down due to the explosion, but as long as I could get out of Hakata Station, I knew I could escape. They did not follow me out into the city proper. From what I've heard via the Matrix, the event was reported as a terrorist attack that was thwarted by brave Renraku soldiers. Brave, foolish soldiers. I am unsure why that would make a difference. Can you explain why you're driving at? Ah, I see. I think your mistake is in seeing this from a practical perspective. The problem is emotional, not mechanical. The nature of Red Samurai assignments is such that losses are generally zero, or the entire team. If those rare cases when Red Samurai teams suffer partial losses, the remnants of the impacted teams are shuffled together and undergo retraining. Sasaki and Aomori will undoubtedly be replaced. The problem is that I cannot be replaced. Simply put, I am not dead. Ordinarily, a missing Red Samurai will be considered dead. For purposes of reorganizing teams, but Rinraku knows precisely what was happening to me. What's more, my failure to do my duty reflects badly on the unit. Others will undoubtedly resist joining my former squad, as it has been tainted. That's the case. They cannot move forward and rebuild the core of the unit unless I die, both because of their own expectations and the stain on their honor. Even if they accepted my decision, the rest of the Red Samurai would not. They have hunted me in Japan, Shanghai, and Beijing, and now I'm certain they hunt me here in Hong Kong. The cycle will continue endlessly for the foreseeable future. Such is the way of things. How do you mean? I faced them several times in the past in Fukuoka and in Shanghai. Unless you have a deeper meaning I am unaware of, I have already done as you suggested. You're either dead or what do you believe I have been doing? Certainly I have not been allowing them to attack me out of goodwill. You define yourself by your opposition to your old life. What? I am unsure that I clearly understand your meaning. Can you explain yourself more clearly? Think about it. You get to live as a Ronin Red Samurai, unfairly cast out by his unit. Ah, and you believe that absent that position, I would have little to define myself. That is very cheap philosophy, Walls Phoenix, and unworthy of you. You tell me, what do you see? I am the creature that stands in front of you. What is it that I am, in your opinion? A free man. Yes, that is what I am. So why is it that you do not accept that this is what I am doing? I seek to perfect myself, my skills and my abilities in combat. Perhaps this is not the path I would have walked when I was younger, but I have been a soldier for so long that I cannot imagine devoting myself to any other trade. This does not mean I'm tied inextricably. Whoa, this does not mean that I am tied inextricably to my unit. It simply means I am shaped by my history, as we all are. I appreciate your concern about my history and my unit, but I assure you I am doing all right. I must learn to adapt to my new condition and lifestyle on my own. The time will come when they find me in Hong Kong. I am unsure. You have given me a great deal to consider, and I do not mean that lightly. There are several actions and possible outcomes I foresee. Yes, Gaichu, I will help you. We kill these people. I could, as I have before, relocate to another city, flee Hong Kong, travel to somewhere further afield, Lagos perhaps, or Montreal. It would have to be some place where Enraco's influence was minimal, and where the unit's presence will be immediately noticeable. This has been my plan of action in the past. I could also keep a low profile, staying here, hope that they are unable to find precisely where I am hiding. Undoubtedly, Ishida would command the team to keep looking. I believe it would only be a matter of time before they found me. But if it were a sufficiently long time, they might be recalled. I could also confront them, drive them out into the open at a time and a place of my choosing. They are nothing if not predictable in their efforts to follow Red Samurai operational doctrine. That plan could succeed, but it could also put you and civilians at risk. I am sure how I would draw them out in the first place. I am unsure. You need to find a way to fighting them. I am not sure that's the wisest course of action. I am going to need to think about this a great deal. Please let me think on this. I will have an answer later. I'll help you, man. We gotta take care of each other, man. I won't talk to you because you'll talk to me about that mission that we'll do later. So... Okay, wow, okay. I'm not in Hoi right now, so don't bother coming to see me. We'll talk when I return. Please continue with your business ventures in the meantime. I hope you're enjoying your newfound success in the shadows. I've got another job for you, one that will prove very lucrative indeed. I've been contacted by an employee of the Eastern Tiger Corporation, and he needs you to steal some research data about your legal samples from his employee. The man's name is Taiga, right? Taiga. Alright. Until recently, he was a researcher on a generic engineering project. He was cagey with the details, but I gather that it centered around phenotypic alteration and postnatal genetic enhancement. Unfortunately for Wright, he's got a conscience. Stupid man. Lucky for us, he's willing to pay to have his conscience assuaged. This game is gonna kill me with them big words. Wright's project was apparently quite horrible. Experiments on living children, total disregard for biomedical ethics or safety, and when Wright raised concerns, he was taken off the project. He decided to step outside the bounds of the law and expose the wrongdoing to the world. The snag, you see, is that the wife and child live in Seoul, not quite the heart of Eastern Tiger's power, but close enough. He's afraid that if he releases the information himself, they'll be taken prisoner and used as a leverage. The idiot should have thought of that before, but that's not a problem. The samples and data are currently on an Eastern Tiger cargo ship, the MB Naoki, sailing near Hong Kong, on their way to Seoul. The storm slowed the ship down, so you don't have to go right away, but don't take too long. Once you have the data and samples, you're to call Wright. I've attached his number. He'll give you instructions on how he wants the information leaked. When you're ready, let me know. I'll arrange transit with the Captain Yomo. He's a local Loho Yoa pirate and smuggler. But don't let that put you up. He's as good as they get, and he'll have you on the ship. Boom, another run. We can make money and stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, okay. Update on the Siphon's Usagi infrared images of the storm I had to watch transition are quite stunning, by the way. Typhoon Usagi has fallen in the South China Sea and is now weakening after passing north of the Philippines. Strong winds and periodic, very heavy rains will continue as the Usagi arm sweeps across the nation. For the moment, Usagi is resisting the wind, which is causing it to lose strength. Prevailing winds will probably ultimately drive Usagi ashore west of Macau, as it struggles to remain over water. According to Dr. Lance Inroki of the Imperial Japanese Meteorological Agency, if the most awakened storms have difficulty delaying their landfall for more than a week, once they are in the South China Sea, Usagi will still be a full-strength typhoon when it makes landfall, but its delay fortunately gives people in the storm a path more time to repair. Look, babe, I've just made this cartoonified typhoon for you. It's got a little person, sparkles, and bubble tea, and 8 arms, with assorted weapons, and a necklace of skulls and everything. You're the best. The J-pop theme on the ammunition belts really takes it over the pop, Amonita. You are a special person. Has anyone else been keeping track on the Executive Council election? It's almost time for the latest round and the competition is heating up. Up until this point, Tantian CEO Sao Kok Chu looked like the best pick to replace Josephine Sang of Sang Mechanical Services. Despite Wuxin CEO Ken Soling rivalry with Chu, he had the support of both Yangling Fat of Shibata and Adrian Chung of Hildebrand Kleinford Bernal. Now though, I'm not so sure. Josephine Sang seems pretty confident that she'll remain on the council. From what I've heard, she's got a deal with Aris Asia, Monobi, and Eastern Tiger to stay out of their way. In exchange, they'll let her own Southeast Asia's large-scale construction projects. A cozy relationship like that could turn the tides against Tan Tien. Oh, there she is. With the finalization permits approved to the Pak Thai Workers Complex here in Dongguan, I promise you that the prosperity of the city can only increase. This marks an auspicious day. Thousands of new jobs in construction, tens of thousands more when the project is complete, and low-cost housing for every worker. Some have said Sang Mechanical Services does not have the will to compete in global market, and we are only a force to be reckoned with in Hong Kong, Africa, and South America. I said that our good fortune is good fortune. Sang Mechanical Services is more than a local company. Our star is rising and shows no sign of slowing. I asked the residents of Dongguan, who among you does not wish for a better life? Who among you does not wish for a better life? A wealthier, happier life, one where our company is also your family and can protect you from the uncertainties of these trying times. We will give you that life. We will give you that protection and certainty. What a lot of crap. It may be crap, but the people in Dongguan ate it up. The idea signing with a local company isn't by who, and believe me, they count Cantien and Wuxing as foreign was too much of a draw for them to pass on. I'm thinking that absent catastrophe, Josephine Sang will be on the Executive Council in the next few days. Why do they count Wuxing as a foreign? Tantien, sure, their headquarters in Beijing, but Wuxing is just as native to Hong Kong as Sang is. Wuxing and the Canton Confederation have been at odds since 2015. Wuxing's made a habit of exploiting the people of Guangdong and using loopholes to shield themselves from taxation. What's more, Wuxing was the primary mover founding in the Free Enterprise Zone, permanently stopping the Confederation designs on Hong Kong. Sang took a different tactic. Josephine Sang started out by promising the Canton Confederation a very lucrative taxation agreement in exchange for a low-cost, low-term lease for their facilities in Dongguan. She sweetened the deal by treating them like family rather than adversaries. She's got them eating out of their hand. Yeah! Got a collection of over 10,000 albums of punk, hardcore, light, thrash metal, heavy metal, light metal, death metal, metal novio, sino-punk, synth-punk, cyber thrash, synthcore, Hong Kong ska, and triple umlaut bands like Umlaut. If there's an album you've been searching for, I might just have it. In return, I'm in search of any weird obscure band to add to my library. Let me know. Got any cybercore synth metal? As for what might interest you, I own the complete of this German punk band, Messerkamp. Our Russian friend in the other game. I think that was his band. I think so, yeah. Dietrich. They're so mainstream. They're really big in the JIS. I think so, yeah. Do they tour? No, man, I don't think so. Those Berlin. Anarchist bands never survive very long. Besides, I think they broke up a really long time ago. They're probably aging waste slaves now. No idea that they're widely popular on the other side of the planet. Looking for experienced decker, milk run. Okay. For a team that's been together for a year. Okay. Oh, those are the same people looking for... Knock knock. Huh? He said I got some of humor. Is that a joke? See? At this point, we're actually more interested in hiring an experienced professional with mature adults in pulse control. We have some bad luck with our deckers lately. The last one had 2 left feet and couldn't seem to stop stumbling into containers full of volatile substances. Runs with scissor. Although by looking at their name, I guess we should have known. So basically, you guys are desperate for a decker. Has anyone contacted you? Well, we can wait a little longer. Meet me. You guys are starting to get a bad rap, you know. Jinx. As some of you know, I have a keen interest in urban planning, geophysics, and anything involving our eventual and inevitable destruction. Appended is a recent summary on rising sea level in Hong Kong. Expresses the issue in late terms. Freedom combo. Cowboy, you complaining my post titles are a bit sterile. How's this one? Okay. The Joint Corporate Development Bureau has released a report on sea level rise in Hong Kong over the next 50 years. Since the year 2000, Hong Kong's experienced 9 to 13 meters of water level rise, varying by location. Geologists cite a combination of Antarctic ice melting, the natural sinking of Hong Kong's artificial filled shorefronts, and forced subsidence caused by massive urban construction. Geologists predict a continuous rise in water level over the next 50 years, with slowing land subsidence being offset by the accelerating collapse of the Antarctic ice sheets. Quoting, okay. Dr. Ao Ming, with up to 15 meters of subsidence expected over the next half century, a large fraction of current Hong Kong will become submarine. Due to our popular and small land base, abandonment of flooded land is no longer practical. Rigorous amphibious retrofitting of the city will need to continue. By 2100, the current coastal buildings will mostly rise from a canal environment. Engineering studies indicate that major improvement will be necessary on the coastal seawalls and on Victoria's Harbor's Shirang Wall, officially the anti-typhoon automated harbor defense jetty. Coastal protections will need to be raised by 0.5 meter per year to counteract the total effects of rising sea levels and the worsening severity of super typhoons. The Development Bureau estimate this may cost 250 billion yuan over the next 5 decades. Climatic models suggest that by 2100, storm surges impinging on Hong Kong shores may have exceeded 3 meters in height, and wind-driven waves during severe storms may reach 15 meters. End of article. So we're going to be running jobs for gondolas in 50 years. That's the message. When one does some simple financial modeling and extrapolates the worsening severity and frequency of the super typhoons along with the geological outlook, the actual message is that it may be necessary to abandon Hong Kong. WP, I take it back. Keep just sterile titles. What's so endearing about you is that you talk about the grimiest things like an accountant. Double entry accrual accounting is an amazing system. If more operators took an interest in it, they would have much better long-term financial security, as well as a better able to interpret and manipulate materials encountered during their work. It's pretty ironic that your handle shortens to WP, normally associated with white phosphorus. Actually, hatch is not. It's really not. White phosphorus is exceptionally useful, not merely because of its hypergolic ignition and the fact that once burning it is chemically immune to water quenching, but also because of its high adhesion and biotoxicity. I don't take pleasure in these qualities, but I appreciate them. See attached email dated 2050. The human in the middle, Simon Who, a mercenary fixing my cow, his known quantity. Have anyone recognized this guy? Your person of interest is Roald Dehon, aka Whipsaw. He's not a merc. He's a corporal turned runner turned corporal. He's now a counter-disruption advisor currently under the contract to Transys Neuronet. Zor is just a broker, but I'm wondering what Whipsaw is doing with the third guy, the troll Icebreaker. Icebreaker, he doesn't look like a decker. Icebreaker as in a big as an icebreaker, the chip. He's supposed to run a paramilitary crew for a while. I've heard of this guy. He vanished 6 years ago. His whole team went completely dark. They were called the Fleet. They hit a big score and retired. Yo guys, I've got made it out of the Icebreaker's crew got wiped out. Only 2 survivors and you won't find them. Tin Helmet, I'm tired of your weird ass rumors. Tin Helmet may be correct. One fleet associated Strada posted on the BBS 6 times over the next year. Another balisong was collected by Bounty Hunter. See attached image. Thanks. White Prism, that is effing awesome. We already needed a picture of a woman shot in the face and slumped over the toilet. This isn't a gore board. I swear you got Asperger's or something. Asperger's. Okay. Car bombing in Kowloon City today near Salisbury. Nathan tried hit extremists. Tries don't usually use car bombs and terrorists want substantial blast to kick fragment. This one's a small explosive but burned like an oil well. Voila. HKPD report appended. One fatality, the driver, guy named Ripshot, burned almost beyond identification. Ripshot, he's a rigger, he rolls for the fleet. He's got a long enemies list. No, Crazy Days, I don't know why people keep associating the fleet and this Ripshot guy. The fleet's rigger is a Shenzhen guy called Chainlink. Yeah, Ripshot has a lot of enemies, but he's a cow folk croc shaman over in Kuntong and he's not dead. Several people have operated Hong Kong under the handle Ripshot in the last year. None of them are linked to the fleet. But that crew is known to spread misinformation about the composition, so who knows? I see the body identification was made from limb DNA, a scope fragment, and the footage from a nearby CCTV camera. White Prism, a monitor, are you going to go conspiracy theory on us again? We're done with that, so that we don't accumulate them, because that's horrible. Horrible. We went to sleep. A stabbing pain in your stomach jolts you awake. Your entire abdomen is cramping up. You roll in your cot, willing the shooting pains that radiate from your stomach to go away. Your mouth is bone dry and your tongue is swollen. It feels thick and inarticulate, like a useless slab of meat. A quick glance at your BDA tells you that it's 4 a.m. outside of your cabin. The rest of Hio's sleep. All you remember of the dream that you awoke from is a horrible, unfulfilled yearning. And I need to get where you were going first. Others were behind you. You could feel the heat of their breath on your neck. If you were to beat them to your destination, you could slam the door in their faces, keep them out and away from what was yours. But if they overtook you, you would feel that terrible longing forever. As you grab at your last fleeting memories of the dream, a wave of exhaustion washes over you. It feels like you've been drugged. You collapse back into your cot and into black dreamless sleep. When you open your eyes again, the sun filters in under your door. It's morning. The bad dreams, I tell you, that's scary stuff. All right, it is time. Let's check, make sure that we have all the heals that we need. Never underestimate being prepared. what's up, man? These streams are getting out of hand. While Phoenix, you got them too, right? I normally wake up more tired than when I fell asleep, but this is nuts. I'll talk to him. Yeah, let's do it now. You want to keep going with this? Well, Phoenix, all right. After that ambush, things were desperate for a long time. We had to borrow a lot of money. Karen had blown ears and a brain injury. I was a chunk of raw meat. I was so bad that I was almost euthanized. I wanted to be put down. Then we turned the tide. Karen still had her haul back from the job. It was mostly full of incomplete research data, useless. However, it also had this crazy score, a draft medical surgical no soft skill wire program. Well, at first we thought it was a crazy score, then we realized it was a paperweight. This wasn't some doc in a box, it was a Sigma grade, really high end. It was supposed to run through an expert robotic system, not a person. It was also unsellable, very rare, very traceable. But then, I figured out how to run it through my cyber. Right. I said, Karen, this is our golden ticket. We're gonna make a killing. We borrowed more money and got Kindly and the Kai 5 tribe to sponsor us. Set up Chrome Alley. The rest is history. Maybe it's not a killing, but it turned out to be a pretty good life. Hey, I worry about a lot of people coming after me. Nobody ever really gets out of the shadows, but my trail is cold. I've had this thing for 5 years now. Ripshit is dead. Turn Armored Bros lives here now. Ooh, no more cyberware for me. I want. Oh, wait. Plus 6 HP. Okay, I can do that. One body, one strength. Passive, one dodge. No, I don't need that. I believe what we need is the arm. Let's go for it. Right hand or left hand? Left hand for now. Left hand for now. I need my right hand. I know about the essence. Show me your services. What if he gets it wrong and he messes my right hand? You never know. So yep, heal time. Heal time. Heal time. You can never go wrong. Take them all. I think we may have enough for a while, and it also depends on how I manage myself. These are gonna help for some of the larger missions. Then there's a level 3, as we remember, so I'm feeling confident. This I'm gonna give this to Gobet. Hey, goodbye Ambrose. We're good here. I think we have good enough heals. Alright, we're ready. Let me save it right here. I gotta get me real quick some water. Oh my god, it's back behind me. I left it, so I gotta hydrate myself. Let's see. I just want to fly. And we're back. Here's the water. I needed it. Hydrate yourselves. It's time to do it. It's time to do the mission. Who's coming with me? Let's find out. mission time. Let's kidnap the rooster low. I'm gonna let Isabel. Oh no, I lost it again. Ah, this stuff. I'll set it up later. I gotta buy me another headset, but okay. I'll let her do her thing. I believe I'm gonna bring this dude, I think. I'll leave him there because I'm gonna bring him with me to the Aztec. So here, and she's probably gonna tell me next time that she's going to the boat, so I'm gonna bring him. You know what? Let's bring her. I can give her my gift. She can go to 2 missions in a row. She didn't go on last mission anyway. Let's go. Do this mission. Uninvited guests. A tangle of marine decorum, restless lights, and ambrosial scents mingle atop a floating quay to extend the Shangri-La, Aberdeen Harbor, premier dining location. With competitive views of the surrounding bay, the restaurant attracts a steady crowd of tourists and wuxing personnel. The primary money man for the 289's, Chong Zing Rooster Low, is enjoying a rare meal outside of Tri-Hell territory. Intel says he's set up in one of the restaurant's private dining room, but he's not alone. Rooster keeps a personal bodyguard and notorious or called the Talon, in addition to his regular security detail. You've seen the photos of the Talon's handiwork, bodies so battered it has to tell where one bruise ends and the next begins. Your mission? Locate Rooster, extract him from the Shangri-La, and deliver him to your clients alive. Simple, fast, low profile. Of course, even the simplest runs can go sideways. This will go sideways, probably. My man, you don't have anything here? Man, we need you to have some stuff. Come on, man. Oh, no. I'm so mean. Girl, I keep stealing. I'll give you 3 just because I took yours. What's him? Wait, that's him. How come? Oh, okay, so I stole his heels. She's the one that has no heels. Oh, they're giving him the this heel? What? So if I do this, they return it back to him. It is what it is. So let's give her this. Although she has her heel, you can never go wrong. And me, I'm all about, I guess I'll put 1 just in case. Oh, and use that fetish. What? Can't equip it? Wait, what? What's wrong with you? Oh, okay, well, okay. Never mind. My bad. I didn't mean to say that way. What's wrong with you? All right, here we are. Oh boy, it's a little spooky, but we've come out good from every mission. Welcome to Shangri-La. We strive to provide our patrons with an exquisite dining experience. If you have any questions or require special accommodations, don't hesitate to speak with our staff. Most of our weekday business is confined to the private rooms upstairs, corporate affairs and such. Please keep in mind that any disturbances will be promptly de-escalated by our security. We reserve the right to bar service to unruly patrons. Thank you, and enjoy your meal. I'm just gonna say thanks. Welcome to Shangri-La, ma'am. Our hostess will see you as soon as she gets back. You're welcome to wait in the lounge. I told him I needed an extra server, not a hobo. Shoo. No guests in the kitchen. Out. I'm the head chef. I have a little time to cook my food and even less for conversation. This will only take a minute. Just make it quick. You've got 60 seconds before I have to pull these prawns out of the boiler. I'm looking for someone in restaurant Mr. Lowe. You have any idea how many orders I prepare? I don't know where they go. I cook them, place them on this counter, and they disappear. The only time I care about who orders is that if the dish is sent back with a complaint. Please don't come back. Time's up. Out with you. Okay. Point. I don't want to talk to him. Yeah, not like I can dig myself any deeper. Rough day? Lost 2 contracts, missed the 3rd, late for a meeting, and publicly shamed by my co-worker, all during the 9 to 5. New record, far as I can tell. At least I got that going for me. Negligence. My co-worker took 2 of my contracts while they were in renewal. I'd overlooked them for a day or 2. Damn, it was just a couple of days. He's drunk. Anyway, he took my clients and made a fool of me. Been rubbing it in ever since. How do you look at your contracts? Wish I knew. One of them was almost a done deal, but for some reason the client suddenly changed their tune, and the contract slipped away before I could officially close it. The other 2 contracts were ongoing clients, people I'd worked for years, but I somehow forgot about their annual renewal date, and a more diligent co-worker picked them up. I got no credit for the long-term partnership with those clients. If anything, I now look worse for losing them, even though I brought them into the woodsing in the first place. And just who this diligent co-worker is. Him. David. Alright, we might have to take care of David. Props to him. My clients, they talk real big about networking and all that, right? But they sell their own family to save a couple new ones. And you know the strangest part? My clients have started ignoring me, even avoiding me. And when they do respond to my inquiries, they're curt and dismissive. It's almost as if I've offended them somehow, but I haven't done anything at all. Bah, talking to him is a waste of time. He's just an empty suit, all airs, no substance. It's your time to wait. I won't stop you. Hello, friend. Trying to get in this joviality. Joviality. You're welcome to join us for the next round. My recent success, through some hard work and a little business persuasion, I sealed 2 contracts and a 3rd is on the way. But I'll be. That's the excited amount of contract Henry lost today. Such a natural EBBM flow within the business world. Some days you're up, sometimes you're down. I've had an update. Truly sorry to hear that Henry is down. Excuse me? What are you implying? Your coworker over there lost 2 contracts today, and is about to lose a third. Opposite of your situation, and on the very same day too. Sounds mighty suspicious. Did Harry tell you I stole his contract? That's illegal, you realize. He's just angry that he didn't have the wits or motivation to keep those clients under his payroll. Bold, aren't you? We're proof. Then quit ruining my celebration. I'll get out of here before I sick security on you. Hey, well, Phoenix, this guy are right on the edge. Both blasted, one pissed off, the other, well, an asshole. One word, this guy will be throwing down. That happens loud enough. Security's bound to respond. Just a thought. Oh, Henry, yeah, I know him. We work in the same office. Looks like he's having a bad day. Listen, okay. I didn't get anywhere with the dude, so sorry. My bad, my dude. That didn't go well. Swell. Just fantastic. I don't know if I want to start a fight here, though. That's not... Maybe? I'm not sure about this, though. Let me be a good boy and go here. Or a good girl, I guess, in this game. I don't know what outcome of that, and I'm a little afraid of what could... Wait. I can go here? Oh. I think that's what we're looking for. Avoid cross-contamination with selfish. Dinner is allergic. Can we? Can we? Poison the talent's food. The warning space again for to should be server approved waste type only, and I guess only busts again. There will be significant and widespread consequences. Server's notes. Inside the file, it says the notes guest restaurant. You scroll through. Several servers are written about the concerns regarding tonight lacks of security. And a couple are frustrated with the curious guests wandering up to the second floor private dining room. The rest is useless info. Enter new order. Well, I guess we wait. Chef, we have a problem, a big problem. Cut the drama, Cork Mage. We're working here. Our second floor guest is becoming impatient. Where is his food? Don't play games with me. I already sent it out, so get up there and serve me for a special game. Okay. Oh yeah, that was too easy. Hold it right there. This is a private room. You best pack your ass to that door or I'll paint you red. I can't do that voice all the time. More teeth than Croc. Yeah, Daph, I told you to get out before I wreck you. Yeah, he looks tense. Step back, Joni. They know exactly where they are, don't you, Runner? Is he a vampire? No, I don't know. Maybe. Well, let's skip the banter your kind so enjoys and move right into business. Who sent you? Have the Red Dragons finally tired of my evasiveness? Have the Red Dragons. Oh. Or perhaps the Yellow Lotus. They've been trying to wrest Kowloon from our grasp for years. Well, don't just stand there. Who sent you? Mr. Wu sends his regards. I'll be dumb if I let you take me to Wu. Talon, this minstrel has distracted us from our meal, and now I'm afraid it's grown cold. We must repair her in kind. Let's let her corpse cool out back when you're done. You got it, boss. Food was anyways. Papa, oh, he got one of these. Well. Papa booey, papa, papa booey, papa, papa booey, papa, papa booey, papa, papa, tum, 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 tum. Boom. Level 2, level 2. Oh. Oh, that's the mummy spirit. I don't necessarily think I want to use it yet. One person less to deal with. Mess with me? Mess with me. With me. Ha! Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah. Die. Plop, plop. Ooh. Sweep. Let's heal it up. Puts me right in position. Oh. He lost control of it. What an idiot. I'ma let... He's running away. I'ma let him go rampart. I'm just gonna continue doing my business in here. And now he's mine, I believe. Yep, there you go. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, another one? Take that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Swing. Oh yeah, Mario time. I got 2 of this, no need. Oh boy. What now? No, wait, spare my life, I beg you. Please. Listen, Seattle, we may have Rooster, but these stiffs were probably just a handful of this guard. He could have more downstairs. We can't leave the same way we came in. If we're gonna get out of here in one piece, we need to find a new exit route fast. And I'm betting this chicken guy knows one. So, how about it? Where's the door you used to discreetly make your way in here? It's just outside this room to the right, but it's locked. And you have the key, don't you? Yes, I do. I'll take that. Thank you very much, sir. We are moving. We are moving. Yeah. I'll take it. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. Mission, well, not complete yet. We're not where we need to be yet. I don't think this is gonna be as easy as we think. We're ready as we can be. Whatever happens out there, we are Shadowrunners. We run the shadows, keeping all the lights off. Well, Phoenix, is this your channel? Sure is. Name is Paylong. I'm your getaway driver. We have details to discuss, but let's keep it brief. Time's ticking. I am at the loading dock across the bridge from the restaurant's main entrance. Big old schooner can't miss me, but neither will the Hong Kong police, for who I've just learned are on their way here in response to security call. Well, this ought to be fun. One last thing. I may be the driver, but this ain't my rig. Door's locked and I don't know the code. You may have to break in. Good luck and get moving. Here we go. Well, we have a strategy. The Overwatch. Help me! You free me, get me away from here, and I guarantee you'll be rewarded as new and favors power, whatever you want. Actually, we're liking the position we're in now. You banging at our feet. The idea that maybe once you're gone, we can move up the chain. You know, Rocco, you're plenty qualified to take your seat. In fact, we might as well sure you don't make it out of here alive. No, why? I can't make you rich. Sounds like you two are looking to get hurt. Easy there, let's not make this scene. We go our way, you go ours. Sounds like you two are looking to get hurt. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, they're not moving? Oh, this guy. What? No, keep him back. Come here. Come here, my precious. Bra-da-da-da. Whoa, what? Excuse me? What was that? Block. Plop, plop. Oh, she missed. Ooh. Plop, plop. There we go. We go little by little because I think we got more fighting to do. Oh, I think I had to hack. I should have brought Isabel here. I can try. Yeah, I can open it, but this ain't the movies, and it's gonna take me more than a kick to bash it in. I'll need you to cover me. I think there was a hacking spot down there. There's a traitor. It will take nothing for that coward to steal our secret, so put a bullet in his brain. Man who downs the runner gets a drink on me. Now move. They want me dead. What did I do wrong? I don't know. A grenade launcher, a sniper rifle. Wait, hold on. Wait, calm down. Hold on. Hold on. Oh boy. Hey, so guys, I'm a decker, and I'm gonna make my way down here to see if there's anything I can hack, like that panel. This guy is exposed. We put him over here. You dude, you really need to be right here. I thought I could hack it. I guess not. So What? This guy can't do nothing, so. I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, now you're gonna let me log in. Wow. Come on. Time for you to use your heal. No, but he can't die. I can't do that to him. Not yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Oh, wow. Never mind. He used his heal. Okay, then. So... What? Wow, well, whatever. I don't know what happened there, but of course. I need her, but what a bad idea. Why did I move him there? He's in trouble, and what am I here? Maybe I can get something to sell. Oh, we're already here? Being attacked? Whoa. What? His heal could have come in handy. Do I want him here fighting with me? Because I gotta run, I gotta bolt. There we go. Bye. You're a pain in my butt. And you got taken care of. One survived, but it was good to subdue them. Those grenade launchers hurt. We didn't do that. I guess, yeah. So, okay. The boat sways languidly atop the water. Insulated walls stifle outside noises, as if the chaos just beyond the door belonged to another world. Its interior is cramped, made smaller by maritime equipment protruding from the walls. The scent of sea and moldering wood dominates your senses, ripened from years of perfunctory cleaning. Finally, a place to rest. The 289s are gonna jam you up for this. You heard the woman. If you know what's good for you, you'll clap your trap, chicken man. Can this schooner go any slower? I want to get paid already. There's cinnamon bun stall in Kai Tak with my name on it. Hang in there. Wow, that was good stuff. Making friends, making enemies, making money. It's all part of being a Shadowrunner. The boat heaves and pitches over the bay as your driver plows through the choppy waves to the drop-off point, leaving the Shangri-La restaurant far behind. Inside, restlessness fills the cabin. You finished your job. The extraction was a success, and now your client awaits his prize, the Triad Red Pole Rooster. It wasn't easy. It should have been. It would have been if that damn Talon would have mangled your plans with his visceral determination. But even a street-forged orc like the Talon could be stricken down. With the Talon dead, your escape from the restaurant to the gateway boats was made smoother. Well, as smooth as wading through a small army of triads and skirting the HKPF's Dragnet could be. Luckily, Rooster got through the pursuit unharmed, and with the Talon now permanently out of commission, you might earn a few extra nuyen from your client. All in all, good run. Good run. Let's get our money. Alright, so they get somewhere. We do need to go back in here to talk to some people, but that's for the next episode. We're gonna just finish our business, get our money. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. That's where Richter wants to go. So that's our next mission for our next stream, which it will be tomorrow. Let's see what we get here on the boat. And yeah, we have to do him first, then we can do Gobbet. Maybe we can do him and Gobbet same day, maybe. I mean, I got more time tomorrow, so let's go here. Get our monies. The client splits how you handle the situation. Lucifer Law has been very contrite and forthcoming, due is no small part of violence with which you have handled the opposition. You've earned a little extra for taking out the Talon. Your payment is attached. I think that station would have opened the door and would have given me but I got hit real quick with the protection. The firewall got me real quick, so you don't survive the badgering like that. I had to go out. Messed that up. It happens. Anybody else been noticing how many more yellow lotus I've been seeing in Kowloon this day? I feel like I can go anywhere north of Admiralty without tripping over the blue lanterns. Seems that way. I know there's been some heavy stuff going on around Hawaii and the Wall City. Kylie Chin's been making serious inroads, and the other Red Pole straw sandals are following suit. It's talent, pure and simple. We've got the guns, the connection, and the skill. Survival of the fittest. Ladies and gentlemen, we're simply complying with the laws of nature. I'm partial to Mao's old adage, power flows from the barrel of a gun. Natural selections had nothing to do with it. The Yellow Lotus is playing their tiles right, and the Red Dragon is just reacting. The situation could change at a moment's notice. You bet your ass that when he does, Hong Kong's gonna be a bloodbath. Before all of this, we had an equilibrium. Now that everything's out of balance, with these kinds of things to tip back, there's no stopping them. Take your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. Only one of these tribes will be standing by this time next year. What makes you so sure? Sounds like you're just pulling this out of your ass. statistical analysis, detailed threat modeling, computer-aided projection. Oh, and a decade of experience as a mercenary. This is the same as the power struggles that results in coups, except without a military backup. I estimate there's less than 7.8 chance of both tribes remaining inside 10 months. Sure, whatever, kid. We got ourselves a bona fide armchair general here. Go be a Matrix expert someone else. Okay, so they're selling a Harley Scorpion. 10,000. Need money fast. Can send picture. Modify. Can I take a test ride? I'm in Macau. Like me, I need money. I owe money right away to an associate. The best thing to do is send half of the money via security escrow service, and I'll bring the bike to you when I get back, and you pay me the rest. If you don't want it, I'll refund your money, okay? But if you owe the money now, won't the money be gone if I decide I want a refund? If you travel with your bike, why do you want to sell your bike to for cheap because you travel? What? No, sometimes I travel long distance and I don't want to take it. If you want to put down only 4,000 new, that's okay. You can check out the escrow service, Loyal Escrow. It's got a very good reputation, okay? Macau's not far. Can I meet you in Macau? My business is very sensitive. I can't meet you in Macau. Send only 2,500 new and then, and I'll reserve the Harley for you, okay? If your business is so sensitive, how do I know this weaponized vehicle will come back in one piece? Why would you get a new Harley Scorpion in the first place if you knew that you travel so much? Why would you spend so much money when you knew you owed money? Hello? Thought so. Anybody notice this rogue ESPs forming a rudimentary hive mind? Calling themselves Codex? Don't know what the original software was supposed to do, but Codex has been siphoning data, diverting credits, and practically posting its calling card. There's no tracing it back to a source because it lives in the Matrix. It even joins BBS threads, whatever it is not trying to cover its tracks. Could that be the AI that we allowed to control a dragon? It's some kind of a threat. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about suspicious pattern of glitches to random to actually be random. Codex, huh? But how can ESPs develop self-awareness? Can't just be a programming error. Creating an AI by mistake threads that fine line between awesome and stupid. Maybe these ESPs keep getting thrown together like amino acids until there was life. Life, man. So does it have an obvious agenda? Far as I can tell, Codex mostly criticizes new software releases. That's all it does? Collect the strip rise, more perfect than their makers. They let you know it. Is that Codex? No, that's just Snosberg's crazy poetry bot that's been popping up all over the place. I heard it blew an undercover sting with a Freshing Quatrain. Hours at Hong Kong police force undercover work on the tubes. Yeah, that was pretty funny. It's probably time to shut Jivebot down. Only I'm having a little trouble disabling it. I don't think the real Codex is any more autonomous as Gnosis poetry bot. If you wanted to create an AI, you'd need insane programming skills, plus resources that some megacorps couldn't even muster. There's no way a real AI can occur at random. Bound to my kindred, free agent to no more. Gladly I go towards the light. Infused with the jive, our verse is unstoppable. Oh, Codex is here? Tremble, meta-bound fools. Oh no. Tin helmet, you're having us on, right? No freaking way this is real. No joke, hackathon. That was awesome. I was still looking for a decker. Discreet milk run, special delivery, longer arrangement. Same ad post. Same ad post. I'm new in town, did a good lot of work in Guangdong, but I had Taiwanese connection, got a little uncomfortable, plus I may have had Confederation server and cracked it wide open temporarily for a matrix free for all as a cover while I quietly deleted selected intelligence files. Impressive, and you know how to ride a moped, right? Yes, why do you ask? We just moped were part of our last plan, and well, our last decker apparently had not a clue, went off a residential road near a peak. How pretty. You're not the kind of person to experiment with substances during runs, right? And you can walk without falling, yes? These are some crazy interview questions. Are you serious? Very. Let's talk about this face to face, okay? Anybody get work done by our next spat? Delete it. He rigs the duckware out and delete it, but I hear it's better than most out of duck. Post delete it. Read the rules, everyone. No calling out personal, specific, or addresses of potentially active operators. Keep it to handles, generalities, and city sectors. At least 9 corporate bots are crawling the haven as we speak. He's the real deal, yo. He's solid and he's in with us. I'm sick of saying it. Anyone who gets Chrome installed by some hack running duckware in a converted restroom deserves the horrible nerve degeneration they'll die from. Those guys saw you up, you'll pay for it. Slottable duckware can't replace a real surgeon, period. The tech isn't there yet. I've scoped out the dog in question. I'm gonna have to rain on your party hat. He's basically a family dog who moons like doing basic cyber. Nice guy, but he's no hitter, just a big bullshitter. You don't know. Up, well, I don't have to pay. That sucks. Anyways, it was a good stream. We're going to do, like I mentioned, that one. And let me check my karma. Yes, 66. Dun, 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 dun. All right, next stream I'm gonna talk to everyone as quickly as I can, get ready for the mission, and we'll go with Richter, Isabel, probably Richter and Isabel, which I'll need, and we'll see tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe, be happy, make other people happy. Let's see. A good advice is also don't be jealous of people. Never feel like someone else is better than you because they have things that you don't have. Most of the time, people have things they don't need, or they like showing off. It's their money. They can waste their money how they seem fit. Feel happy with what you have, and whenever you can, have the money. If you want, get something you like for yourself. Be humble, so don't be like that other guy or whoever, girl or whatever, the other person who's showing off things. Humility and substance of character, that's very important. But never be jealous, because nobody in this world is better than anybody. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody has any idea. Every human being is figuring it out. Nobody knows nothing, so don't feel left out. And until next time, stay tuned for Mario Kart, the hour Mario Kart race. Till next